Hello and welcome once again to the Lawrence County Football Show. And, area teams knowing how to win. And let's start off with the winning Wilmington Greyhounds, who are undefeated as they go to play Iroquois up in Erie. And it may be an eerie feeling for the Iroquois as the Greyhounds come calling, and this is going to be a little bit of a test for the Iroquois, as the Greyhounds are undefeated and the Iroquois football team is defeated. They haven't won a game, folks. And look for Wilmington to get everybody in the action and it to be a great win for Wilmington. Now, let's take a look, moving a little south, at the Neshannock Lancers. Now, the Lancers have had a season that's proved to be interesting. As they started out with a loss to Avonworth, they got a big win with Riverside, followed by a big win with Mohawk and Lincoln and Shady Side Academy, and then a loss to New Brighton. This week, it's Fort Cherry, and Fort Cherry, this is one of those get in your car and drive down to McDonald, PA games. The Lancers are going to be taking on a team that hasn't won a game this season. Look for the Lancers to go cherry picking and beat Fort Cherry. Now, as we continue on, big game for the Union Scotties. As the Scotties, the few, the proud, the Scotties are more like the Marines than the Marines. They keep coming up with small numbers and they get wins. After dropping the first 3 games, they won the next 3 to put them at 3-3, and they're going to be taking on Laurel. Now, the Laurel Spartans, this is a rivalry. It goes back to the 70s. Laurel winning the first 3, 4, and then dropping the next 2 to Clarendon and Sacred Heart. This game out at Laurel, and it will be pretty interesting as the Scotties go calling on the Laurel Spartans. Now,
Alley's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Alley's Upper Crust.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
welcome back to the Lawrence County Football Show, and it's time to go calling on the Shenango Wildcats. And Shenango gets a win against Union, gets a loss at Freedom. gets a win against Western Beaver, gets a win against Sierra Catholic, gets a loss against Riverside, gets a win against Mohawk, and now they're going and play Elwood City Lincoln. And this is a little bit of a rivalry for, I would think, for the Shenango Wildcats. And the reason I say that is it's just a short drive down the road, and anytime a team from Newcastle starts to play Elwood City Lincoln, why, that brings back those memories of days gone by when the Red Hurricane would go down there. Now, Lincoln finds themselves in the midst of a losing streak. The Wildcats should be up there to perform. This could be a big turnaround game, big win for Shenango as they look towards getting back to their winning ways and just really kind of getting on track with winning. Now, with everybody playing everybody, Union taking on Laurel, Shenango taking on Elwood, okay, the next team up would be the Mohawk Warriors. And Mohawk, they're a team that last year made the playoffs. And this year, they've had a little bit of adversity. And when you win, everybody starts to look at you. With a tough loss to Laurel, backyard rivalry, and a loss to New Brighton, and a loss to Neshannock, Freedom, Western Beaver, and Shenango, the Warriors turn to the next game, which is Riverside. This should be no easy task because the game, even though at Mohawk, they're facing a team that's basically like 500. Win against Freedom, a loss against Freedom for Riverside, then wins against Western Beaver, Shenango, Carlton, and now they're traveling up to take on the Warriors. This could be the chance for the Warriors to pull the upset and do a great job in getting back on track and maybe pulling out a game against Riverside that maybe the Panthers weren't looking for. Now, all that being said, it's going to be time to take a look at the Newcastle Red Hurricane and their conference, their up and down, and just how the Red Hurricane are going to fare. They're taking
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square. The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Well, we're back, and it's time to talk about the Newcastle Red Hurricane. And the Red Hurricane, it's really, will the real Red Hurricane team stand up? And I get a lot of up close personal looks with my son playing. Okay, a win against Shaler and a win against Montour. Now, those were quality wins, and you figure the Red Hurricane, they're on their way. But the offense sputtered down at South Fayette, and they stumbled on a 37-21 loss. Then they come out, show Beaver who's the boss with a 45-0 win, and then they sputter again against the West Mifflin team that, quite frankly, they should have beat. Against South Park, 36-14, there seemed to be no problem there, but South Park being a much smaller team. Now, they take on the Blackhawk Cougars at Taggart Stadium for homecoming. Now, when you look at Blackhawk and you look at their schedule and their opponents, a loss to Central Valley and a 1-point loss to Knock, I think that's telling, because the Cougars are not as bad as you think. Okay, wins against Highlands, Ambridge, and Montour. Last week, they lost roughly, they lost 34-14. The Canes lost 37-21 to South Fayette. So it gives you an idea how close this game could really be. The Canes must shut down the run, and they must play good. Whether you want to call it nose guard, 3 technique, they must stop the run up the middle. Blackhawks are going to come out in that straight T formation and look to bully with the fullback lead and tailback behind. Sometimes they'll do the quick opener with the halfback or the fullback on a trap, but this one is very important to both teams. And after this, Blackhawk has to go on a trip all the way to Indiana. Then they'll come back and play Beaver Falls and Beaver, which will be some tough games for the Cougars in the way of rivalries. So the Canes have their work cut out for them. A win at home with some great home cooking could mean a lot, because the Canes will then go on the road to Knock, Highlands, and come home against Ambridge. Okay, I see no problem with the Highlands and Ambridge game, so I don't want to put the cart before the horse. They have to win Friday, and they have to win next Friday in order to make an impression as the playoffs loom near. Now, after talking to Coach Cower, stopping the run has become essential. That's what Blackhawks are going to do. That's what the Canes will concentrate on. I think the Canes have the speed and the talent to outlast the Cougars. Now, this was the Lawrence County Football Show, and thanks for watching. Remember, NCTV45, we're available anytime on your time, and we look forward to bringing you the game. Now, let's go out to the field and catch up on the action. It's homecoming. Just enjoy, sit back, and remember, we got your seat here at NCTV.